going down with Doctor Who people? Simon back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my review of War of the Sontarans, the second episode in the Doctor Who Flux season. Like I said in the last video, I'm going to be doing all the ones in this season, and I'm just giving you guys an overview and just telling you what I think of them in general. So let's run through the episode quickly. I really enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of fun. I don't really have too many bad things to say about it. But I will go into those, and then after that I'll go into all the good stuff, which was actually quite a lot. So first of all, let's talk about the stuff that I didn't like, the bad stuff. Okay, so like last time, I think just a little bit too much descriptive dialogue in this. I'll go into it in the good. There was a lot of dialogue I liked. But again, Doctor just being over descriptive with things. When she knocks the soldier out, for instance, and then she explains, "Oh, don't worry, you're knocked out." She's saying that to no one. She's obviously just saying that for our benefit. But I would rather have her knock the person out and then have a scene of them waking up afterwards. We know the Doctor's not going to kill anyone, so obviously if she was to do that, we would be like, "Wow, okay." Because normally she'd only do that in extreme circumstances. But she just does it and then has just descriptive dialogue again, and that's been a problem with Doctor Who, all through the Moffat era, not so much in the Russell T Davies era, but a lot in the Trimble era, just over-explaining everything. I mean, like I said before, I know the show's made for kids, but they don't need to say everything all the time. They can let some scenes breathe, and I feel like they did that in a lot of this episode, but those little clunky things are just in there, and it is quite annoying. The Sontarans can't hit anything. They're even worse than stormtroopers. I know, obviously, you can't have them hitting everyone in Doctor Who because otherwise there would be no show if they just got hit every 2 seconds. But I know they're stupid, but they're supposed to be one of the greatest armies in the galaxy, basically, and they can't hit anything from 2 meters away. But yet in the battle they managed to hit everyone, so I don't know what the hell they're doing. Apart from that, I don't really have too many bad things to say about it. I would say, again, Yaz annoyed me, but I'm really not a fan of her character in general. She just doesn't do anything for me. When she disappeared, when her and Dan went sort of all blue and disappeared, I thought, yes! We finally got rid of her. We didn't. She came back, unfortunately. But yeah, nothing to do with the actress. I just thought the character's so boring, and I'll talk about it before. Her and Dan, it's like night and day now once you've got someone who looks like they're actually enjoying what they're doing. But anyway, that's it really. So just clunky dialogue. Yeah, a little bit could have been tidied up. It's still a little bit of a messy episode, but I enjoyed it far so much more, than the last episode. So let's go into the good stuff, because there was a lot and I want to run through all that with you. So here's the good stuff. Okay, so first of all, the opening shot. I spoke about this in the last episode. It was horrendous. It was a terrible way to start a Doctor Who season, let alone even start a Doctor Who episode. This one, really nice black and white shots, a really cool, very strange house with loads of it was almost like an Escher sketch. Very cool. And again, you don't need dialogue all the time. You can let scenes breathe and give them a bit of depth just with a look, just with a reaction. That's all you need sometimes. That you don't need to cram the Doctor saying a million things at once to get a reaction. So I thought it was a really fantastic opening shot. A Crimean War setting, again, Doctor Who always seems to go back to history or involve historical figures in it. I did think it was really cool that the Sontarans were having a battle with the British army. I thought that was really cool, really nice setting. Sometimes when they do the history settings right in Doctor Who, BBC obviously do that stuff really well, and it looked fantastic. I thought the field and the surroundings looked great. I would say Dan, again, I like him even more now. I feel like he's just really enjoying being on the show, and John Bishop looks like he's having a great time, and the character looks like he's having a great time. his lines are fantastic, and he looks like he's happy to be there. He's got a bit of energy. One thing I did notice, he's got a really weird run. That'll probably come back later on when he starts running around with the Doctor more. But there was one scene when he ran off, and I was like, he's got a weird run. But I'm sure we'll see that again at some point, and then you guys can go, oh yeah, he's got a weird run. I liked when his parents came into it. I thought it was really cool, the sort of "where the hell have you been" line. I thought that was really good. Those two were great. Love the fact he was walking around with a wok the whole time. See, this is the thing. You've got someone who's going around with the Doctor being better at being quirky than the Doctor. She tries far too hard to be quirky and be cool, and I think it comes off as being not cool. When you've got someone like John Bishop who's just walking around just hitting people with a wok, and it's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, again, it's he's bringing a whole different. If he wasn't in these episodes, I mean, they would be pretty dire. He certainly brings the fun. Him and Cavanista, I was really surprised that Cavanista came back into it. Well, I'm not surprised. I knew he would at some point. I was so busy enjoying the rest of the episode that when he came into it, I was like, oh yeah, God, of course, I completely forgot. So that was awesome. I thought him and Dan's chemistry was really, really good. And I thought they complemented each other really well. I'll come back to that in a minute because there's something that really, really happened. Before I was going to say something else, I like Vinda. I think he's really good. Obviously, we need to flesh out his character a little bit more and get a little bit more to him, but he looks like he could be really cool. And it was nice that he was there to give Yaz another sort of dynamic, which was good. A really brutal scene, the Sontarans executing people. I know it was done with a shadow, which looked really great. Again, don't need to see everything. Your brain knows what happened. If you don't have to show people everything. I thought that was really, really cool. Really brutal. I mean, like I said, I haven't watched the last series, so I didn't know how dark it was. But I thought that was wow. That was quite a dark moment for Doctor Who, considering that children would be watching it. So yeah, that was really weird. Some great lines in this one, again, from the Doctor. I thought it was fantastic when the Sontaran chief took his helmet off and she's like, oh God, put it back on. I thought that was fantastic. I thought his line about he was there because he wanted to ride a horse, I thought that was really, really cool as well. A lot of really sort of well-delivered lines in this one. Again, the Doctor, she talked too much, but occasionally when she did say something, she had a good line here and there. I'm not sure if that's just the way the episode was edited or the genuinely good timing of the actors, but I thought it was they'd done it really well in this one. I was talking before about Cavanista and Dan. I think they got a really good chemistry, and when they jumped out of the Sontaran ship, it looked so terrible that I absolutely loved it. Just these two little things just going down, and I thought it was great when they both got out of the water and Cavanista obviously just shook himself off exactly like a dog would. That made me laugh. I did giggle a few times in this episode. Even though it was, there was a lot of serious stuff going on, but I thought it was undercut really well by some humour. I would say, I think probably one of the best bits about this episode is the sense of scale. With Doctor Who, sometimes they tend to, I don't know whether it's budget-wise, or certainly not in the younger series of New Who, they couldn't do that as much. So a lot of episodes feel quite tight, which works for a lot of Doctor Who episodes. But with something like this, where you have a battle and you have a slide through time sort of storyline, you do really need a sense of scale. And I feel like now Doctor Who's effects have got to a good point. I won't say they're always good, but when they're really good, they're very good. So I feel like the sense of scale was fantastic. I thought that the battle looked really good. There was a couple of really nice shots of the Sontaran ships when they were on the docks. I thought they were fantastic. So I felt like that made me like the episode even more. That sense of scale. And Pete's, Dan looked like he was having fun, and a lot of people did. There was some serious stuff to the episode, but it was tailored very well with the rest of it. I thought it went together so much more than the last episode, which was an absolute mess. What else do I have on my list to say about? That's really all I have to say about it. I'd say also, the Sontarans look really good. I did say that in the last episode, but now we got a chance to have a look at them a little bit closely, and they were great. They were, you could see all their hairs and all of their sort of eyebrow hair and stuff, looking very Pertwee era, and I thought that was fantastic. So I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah, so not too much to say on the bad side of this episode. We get really, really good stuff, and finally we got the names of the three. Well, there was two, and there's another one that's appeared now of the sort of mystery people that we don't really know about. Obviously, everyone online was talking about that. Now we know who's called Swarm was the Master, but I don't know. They might be Time Lords, but you got Azure, Passenger, and Swarm. Really cool names. I really liked the sort of temple that they were in and all that stuff. So it'll be interesting to see where they take that storyline next. But yeah, overall, I've really, really enjoyed this episode. I haven't watched anyone else's reviews or looked at any reviews online, so I don't know what anyone else thought of it, but I thought it was fantastic. I had a really good time watching it. The dialogue wasn't too clunky. There was a few bits when it just got a little bit, but it brought me back up, and I was genuinely interested in the episode, and I'm genuinely interested after watching the trailer, so we're going to get some Cybermen and some more Weeping Angel action, to see what happens next. And I haven't said that about a Doctor Who season in probably since the Series 10, the last Capaldi series, which I absolutely loved. I haven't been interested to see what's coming next. So yeah, really good. Like, I gave the last episode 2.5 Cybermen out of 5. I'm going to give this literally, should I give it a 3.5 or should I give it a 4? I'm going to give it a 4. I thought it was really good. I had fun. Obviously, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Some people like to run through what happened through the episode, but if you guys, you're gonna go watch the episode and then watch this review anyway. So it's all good. I don't have to sit here and explain every single thing that happened. Just what I thought about the episode. I had a blast watching this. I thought it was really good. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next week, and I hope you guys are too. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching. I do a Twitch stream on Tuesday nights. I'm going to start playing Fallout New Vegas. I do that on Tuesdays at 7 PM. So if you guys fancy joining me on that, that would be really cool. We can chat some Doctor Who if you want. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I shall see you guys next week. I'll see you in the next video.